Hello. In Florida, almost 2 million people cannot vote because of a prior felony conviction. But that does not mean that they cannot have an impact in this election cycle. There is a connection between the growing number of registered voters who are not voting and the returning citizens who face a lifetime ban in this state. This video is designed to highlight a new approach of engaging low propensity voters by employing and empowering returning citizens to canvass in their own communities, having conversations with their family members, their friends, their neighbors about the importance of voting, and at the bare minimum to encourage them to vote on behalf of those who have lost the right in this state. With over 2.4 million registered voters of color who did not participate in Florida's last election cycle, the Your Vote is My Voice campaign can be that catalyst that would increase voter participation and help create a more inclusive democracy. So please, take a moment and watch the following footage of one of our canvassing operations. Thank you.
I was never taught about voting, like a lot of young men from this type of communities around the country that mirror Sanford, Florida. It was never really taught about the importance of voting, or we heard that voting was never gonna get you anywhere. It was already a fixed system. You know, so this is something that we have to deprogram from our community.
I can't get my rights back. I am really serious about this system changing what is being done to its citizens. We can pay taxes. I did my crime, I did my time, and now I should be given my rights to be a citizen again.
And putting into office people that are going to be concerned more so about what our concerns are. We have many concerns in our community. One of the concerns that we have in our community, and one of the problems that we have in our community, we don't have any elected officials in Seminole County that are black.
Perception is reality, and in some cases reality is perception. This young man that we walked upon had a mouthful of goals and dreads. The perception some people will have of him is that he's an ex-offender. But the reality was he was the only one under the tree who wasn't an ex-offender and who didn't have a record. So he immediately signed the petition and everything. And had we not stopped to talk to him, he would have said, you know what, y'all just bypassed me. But 99 out of 100 times, people who see him will automatically have the perception that he's an ex-offender because of his dreads and his mouthful of gold, when in reality, he was the only one who was an ex-offender. Perception is like that across the board when it comes to ex-offenders, when it comes to us voting, housing, and everything else. The perception is no matter when your conviction is, you're always a bad person and you're a second-class citizen.
When I was a kid, we used to have people all the time knocking on our door, but if we didn't know who you were or where you was from, we don't trust your word. It was just how it was. But now you got people that you're familiar with knocking on your door. You may have that little inkling, that little more inkling just to listen to what they got to say, because you know they know your background, they understand your story.
Even though I may not be able to vote, I still had power to encourage my neighbors.
You know, I'm talking to people in the neighborhoods, and they're saying, nah, bro, I ain't with that voting, bro. Ain't gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna be the same. No matter who I vote for, they all garbage. And I think, all right, well, look, you maybe talk about the top of the ticket, but you know that the sheriff that's gonna hire a police officer that at some point in time may pull you over is on the ballot? Do you know that you may get sued, or you may have some baby charge and may end up in front of a judge that you could have voted for or voted out? So every time you sit and think that, oh, voting doesn't count, maybe you're thinking too far out. Think locally, because your people that you see on a daily basis are affected by the people that are on the local
And
ballots.
all you guys doing is just repeat yourself. You're doing what people did years ago. But the end result is that one vote might be the one you want to put in the seat.
You know, like me, I don't vote. My one vote might be the one vote.
Us out here, us convicted felons. You know, nobody else do it. Ain't gonna pay somebody to do it. That's not even a convict, so they don't really care
We
what's
got a
going on.
community that over 2 million people that can't vote, and a community of 2 million people that can but just don't vote.
Our voice.
That's it, really.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
That's
I agree with you.
You might not can vote, but if you get 10 of your family members to vote for you,
Yeah.
And I see him go. He been in jail and then he came back and go back and do the same thing again. But what do you expect? Because he can work. If you have a family to support them and he can work, he can do nothing, he can vote. What do you expect? He gotta eat.
That's right.
But it's a
lot of
system.
them, bro. You know, some of them do want to do it, but they can't.
They can't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go vote though.
Right on.
I'm
time.
voting. Believe that.
See, this won't talk
Even if
about
it don't count, I'm still voting.
This time, this right here is about our freedom. We gotta vote like our life depend on it. You wanna know why? Because
I'm
our
out here
life
with the
does
boys,
depend
and
on
we
it.
really out here making an impact. The truth is that I had never believed it unless I came out here and did it with the rest of these guys. People out here are really impacted. They really like what we're doing, and they're really actually getting up and going to the polls.
Basically, what we're trying to say is that we want people in our community that represent our interests to show us that it's important to vote and that we really have a voice and that we stand together as a unit. And we just want to let you all know that your voice is our vote.